in Illustrator CC. So I have to have some more of this stuff, okay? Because right, now we're ready to go. Okay, this looks very complicated. This looks like a very complicated drawing, but in actual fact, it's not. It's very simple. It opens quickly, it prints fast, it renders fast. But how come it looks so complex? Well, let's have a look at some of the new features in Illustrator CC. See this here, this pathway. The first feature I want to show you in Illustrator CC is bitmaps on a path. Images on a path. Here is a photograph. It's just a little bit of a photograph. I cut it out in Photoshop. What I'm going to do is go to my brushes panel and I'm going to take this bit of a photograph and drag it into the brushes panel. And I'm going to tell Illustrator to make it a pattern brush. Okay? Now when Illustrator does that, it says, okay Michael, I'm going to call this tree. How do you want me to work the corners? And I say, Illustrator, you go ahead and just center them automatically. What about the inside corners? Yep, you do all the hard work for me, Illustrator. I'll just take the glory. So now that I've got that, I click OK, and I now have this brush here in Illustrator. So now I've got some lines. These are just lines. I'm going to select them, and with one, let me zoom in so you can see it, and with one click, Illustrator is going to draw that photograph along those lines. Now remember, you can applaud any time you like, okay? Remember, these are fully editable images that are wrapped along the lines. But remember, in the previous version of Illustrator, we could use the variable line width tool, okay, the width tool, to make Illustrator lines thicker and thinner. Well, this is an Illustrator line. It just happens to have an image mapped to it. But yes, I can do the same thing. I can make this image thicker there. Let's make it real thick. And make it thinner here. So that I can have these lines which have pictures or images on them be dynamic. Now if I had a Wacom tablet, and really, if you're an Illustrator user, you've got to buy a Wacom tablet, okay? Because it makes life so much easier, because I can have the scale change depending upon my tablet. So the harder I press, the thicker the tree gets, and so on. But I don't have my tablet with me. So what that means is that if we want to do really complex looking work, look at this here. Very simple. I'm just going to repeat the whole process. Is what I'm going to do, select that. I'm going to take this, it's that easy, drag it in, drop it in the brushes panel, make it a pattern brush, click OK. I'm going to make it a little smaller in size. And remember, Illustrator does all the hard work. What do I want to have happen in the corner? Remember, auto-centered. Could be auto-sliced. Could be auto-between. Okay, it's up to me. And in this corner, I want to do that. Okay? That's it. That's all I have to do. Click OK, and then take my image, apply that, and there it is. Okay? It's that easy. So when you're trying to do lots of patterns or borders or frames, this is the way to do it. It's really going to free up your Illustrator work, because you can make very, very rich imagery like this, and it's really actually very simple to draw. Okay, so that's the first feature of Illustrator. New feature of Illustrator.